Lee Kuan Yew's name has suddenly popped up in one of the most controversial document dumps of the decade, the Jeffrey Epstein files. Newly released files from the United States Department of Justice include an email where former British politician Peter Mandelson reportedly said he once had dinner with the late founding Prime Minister of Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew, and described him as someone prepared to help me in China. Before we go on, being mentioned in these files does not mean Lee Kuan Yew was involved in Epstein's crimes. Epstein's documents list millions of pages, and they name many famous figures simply because they crossed paths at some point. Here's what we know. The email from decades ago was between Mandelson and Epstein. In that exchange, Mandelson said he had dinner with Lee Kuan Yew and thought Mr. Lee could be useful in China. On social media, that mention has stirred curiosity among netizens, some saying it's interesting because it connects Lee Kuan Yew's global standing with a powerful international circle, and others dismissing it as a non-story. Critics online point out that Lee Kuan Yew was already in his late 80s at the time and could hardly have been deeply involved in anything relating to Epstein's broader network. Let's be clear, being named or referenced doesn't equal wrongdoing. That's a key point legal experts and journalists stress whenever these files are discussed. So the question now is, what does this actually tell us about Lee Kuan Yew's global influence, and why did his name appear in this context at all? Was it simply a line in an email, or is it a lens into how international elites networked decades ago? We'll be watching for more details, because as these files continue to be parsed by journalists and researchers around the world, more names and contexts will come to light. If you found this breakdown useful, and want more deep dives into trending and controversial topics like this one, make sure you like, share and subscribe to 2230.